Winners of 7 straight, the Bulls have won their last 10. The Bulls are in their home whites, the Shockers in the road blacks. And the #1 regular season series, an overtime affair, saw the Shockers win on the road. Then USF returned the favor in Wichita. Joe
open layup along the baseline.
Your officials today, Doug Shows, Pat Adams, and Owen Short. Oh. And right off the... Here's Petit. Now Karan Boyd. Boyd 2 feet in the paint, got it to go. 10 on the timer. Keep your eyes on the man with the ball. Kenyon Giles off the mark on his first shot. And this year.
I think South Florida is really difficult when their guards rebound and they run.
Good patience by the unanimous conference. Is the undisputed leader in blue-collar points, something that the Bulls track every single game. Pinion, he's got another bucket. What a terrific year from Wes Enos. He's got the steal and the layup. Now he's checked by the reserve Damian Collins, and Collins knocked it away. Boyd got it back. Good feed to Dylan Petit. Hodson. Enos had his pocket picked by Giles. Left-handed layup, he switched to his right. Enos, a pair of flamethrowers going chest to chest. 5 on the clock, here's Pinion. Driving in on Boyd.
He says we have to just show up and do what we've done all season. That is guard, be unselfish, and rebound. That's all that matters. We haven't.
Isaiah Nelson back on the floor, 35 in white, the unanimous Conference Player of the Year.
Worn down when he's losing a step. Can't allow fatigue to pick up fouls.
Hodson leads with intensity, but leans on analytics. Oh. A little bit of a feeling out process, like a heavyweight fight.
I wrote that down when we got the under-16 stats and just said feel out type of start.
C.J. Brown.
You put Will Berg in a bad spot.
C.J. Brown at the line when they played each other the first time this year, 16 points.
To beat that to get this trophy today.
Yeah.
Problem is there's a 7'2" redhead in there.
Well, it's
a lot of effort.
Here's the double team. And he turned it over. Here's Enos on the left side, pinned. Now Omajafo. Pinion, 3, off to the left. Name is Will Berg. Now Berg on offense. Swatted away. Enos off the curl. That's Pinion. Now Omajafo with the left hand gets it to go.
Just a little on
6 for the Shockers.
Kenyon Giles has been decoy for too long. He's got to get involved.
Enos found the seam, had the shot.
Do something. You go too many possessions without the best player on the floor touching it. That's a problem to me.
And on the other end, you have Wes Enos, who all he needs yesterday. When you include Isaiah Nelson, they combined for 64 points.
Just 10 threes, no big deal.
Yeah, they went to combine 10. Wanted a backcourt violation, but Pat Adams explaining why it wasn't. Giles, great find. Nice pass to bits it back. A fresh 20 for the Bulls. Here's a 3 attempt from Nelson. Got it! Now Enos.
That's what they do.
Offensive rebound. Hightower pulls the trigger.
Adjustment to shooting well in a physical contest. And it may take a few minutes in this game. It may take the whole first half.
Here's Petit for 3. He's been turned it over. Here's Petit with time running down. 5 on the clock. Inside a Corafor. Had it altered by Nelson. Of each region. Then at 8, the women's field of 68 revealed with a complete breakdown of each match at 9 Eastern. A Corafor misses.
As an offensive team, you want to find the music. In a perfect world, it's jazz. This one's been a little bit more slam poetry.
The lob, the foul, a dunk, and now a layup.
Well, there are some games that might be Wes Enos and Joe Pinion. This is the way it's being played. More of one said an even better man.
Love wins is the prevailing sentiment at Kennesaw State and of the late great Amir Abdur-Rahim.
We're here in the Magic City. I still don't know why it's the Magic City, but this is March, and it really is a time of...
Here's Enos. He has 4. Brian Hodson told us when he first got him at Arkansas State, he was a terrible defender. And it leads to a 3.
Into the game, but they've certainly established themselves as the toughest team right now.
Too many turnovers, and they haven't scored in about 3.5 minutes. Will Berg leaned into his teammates and said, we've got to wake up. They're punking us right now, guys.
Just got to utilize him in the offense, run him off screens, make him a screener, all the things they do with Steph Curry.
Here's Giles, rises up, can't knock it down. Loose
Offensive glass, and a big part of that's effort. The other part is a lot of missed shots.
Here's Hightower, he's an energy giver. Game for the Bulls, 27-19. Counting down to 2 minutes to go in the first half. The winner advances to the NCAA. Five on the clock, Hightower, back-to-back buckets for the freshman.
Bench. Just got to protect the basket as best as possible. You don't have shot blockers.
Williams had that shot deflected, and Okorafor picks it up.
That's something completely missed.
Here comes Enos after the Wichita State miss.
For Joseph Pinion and Isaiah Nelson.
Pinion left alone for only a moment. Still can't get his...
Trying to avoid picking up that 3rd foul.
Petit spins. He had a good first half. Michael Gray Jr. for 3. Good start. So here's C.J. Brown. We talked earlier in this game about Amir Abdur-Rahim, the former head coach at USF. This is the lone.
There's Hack 2. These guys have really good hands, and they get a lot of deflections, but you do have to be cautious, particularly when it becomes such a physical contest. It was a great job by Michael Gray, understanding Joe Pinion wants to come off that screen and curl.
Nelson with the right hand. 9 points now for Nelson. Good hesitation by the youngster, Dylan Petit, the sophomore. Now 5 to shoot. Gray has the ball. Found a seam, and it's pinned against the backboard. Enos held in check. Got his first bucket of the second. Petit. The one more. Gray, top of the key. In and out. Arc this game. 4 minutes gone by in the second half. Good baseline.
Now, at any moment, these are teams and guys that can get it going, but the game is determining the way it's being played. And right now, it's a blue-collar game.
7 on the shot clock. Giles. Nowhere to go. Okorafor spins, can't hit. Off the mark. Second opportunity. Here's Enos. All that matters for Wes Enos is the last shot, and he made his last one. 1 for 6 from 3. Berg with the two-hand stuff. With some tough love for Joe Pinion, who followed him from Jonesboro, Arkansas to Tampa, Florida. Berg back-to-back buckets for the ball out of timeouts. This wasn't a timeout, but it was still an out-of-bounds play, and they... Enos, like a glove on Giles.
Unreal.
He had a double clutch, and all he's done is turn in an historic year in his first season with the Bulls. Enos,
oh wow,
another one.
What defense.
Karan Boyd answers with a 3. Nelson, hands off to Enos. Hostage dribble.
That's it. That's the game. That's a good possessionships they're able to develop with officials.
Brown average. USF's largest lead has been 10. It's 9 right now. Nelson can't add to it.
right back to it and roll. Yep, that's the game. I can't say that.
And Brown comes away with it.
Get numbers and go.
Here's Brown. Downhill driver, got it himself.
Or maybe you can steal some transition points here and there, but few and far between.
Here's Okorafor. Out of the timeout, Boyd. There have been some tough times at USF in Tampa basketball-wise, but Amir Abdur-Rahim showed up a couple of seasons ago. They won a regular season.
But it's the immeasurables that matter the most when it comes to winning a championship.
Both teams in the 1-1 the remainder of this second half. And now the final piece in the Champ Week puzzle is almost in place.
Obviously, the shot's an issue at the next level, but right now, who cares?
Left open, Omajafo. No. 10 on the timer. Now Enos goes to work. Spin move, left hand, got it.
There could have been a lot more glam in this game when you consider the firepower from South Florida and Kenyon Giles, but to win a championship, hide Kenyon Giles a little bit defensively. Put a little bit more size on the ball handlers.
Brown. Here's Pinion going right to the hole. And
they just celebrated.
She's looking at it when she said it, too.
Yeah, because I'm not with it. And I'm proud of it.
Pinion went 1 for 2. And there's another 2.
That I think basketball needs to continue to look at is the fluidity. The fact that you can sub on the fly might be the coolest thing. I don't know how we could do it here, but Bruin.
Nelson. Now Jones with 5 on the clock. Enos. Shot clock running.
Tim makes shots. He's ultimately fine where he can impact the game offensively by getting inside the paint in that two-man game action. Like this, absolutely. Possession-to-possession contest. You can't envision a run at this point.
What a tremendous. Here's Giles in transition. He wanted a 3, nearly turned it over. Michael Gray Jr., no. What type of team would USF give problems to?
Guys, and he has kind of an imposing figure, but being there in practice, he coaches them hard, but he also treats them like pros. Seen from them offensively, where when they defend, it allows them to play freely on the offensive end, and his demeanor helps that. I just don't think you fully appreciate it until you've played this game. And shoot, I played like 25, 30 years ago, and it's different today.
66-58 right now. This score, 69-54. So the 2 lowest scoring.
State went on a tear. They beat USF in Tampa, and they're 13-2 since that game, and here they are. Can't say enough about
Enos. It's academic at this point, and Love wins.